Dave reckons John reckons he got the time mixed up, Dave.
Yeah, well, we know that, but he will not accept it. He will not. He was very upset this morning, weren't you, Johnny?
No, only with myself. Only with myself, because obviously I knew that I had completely messed up. I was half asleep, and the fact is that I go, whoa, well, I really fucked up there. So yeah, but I've moved on. I'm over it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but we haven't. Go,
No,
stop. Wait a minute.
I realise that. I realise
we're
that.
not finished yet. Are we,
I know
David?
you know, let's wait till we get everybody in before you take me up to the bridge.
Anyway, let me make this point. We did as you know, a messenger call on the Crew Bar messenger site.
Yeah, I realise that. Yeah,
and we hit a lot of people.
I know, because those people are probably scared to come into the Zoom. I know. Yeah.
Yeah. But Johnny, I genuinely did try to go on Zoom through your email, and I got as far as the passcode to come through to your email, but I don't know if the email password to your Gmail has changed, but it didn't work when I tried that bit. But we can go through that again. You know. Yeah,
that's nice you tried that, Dave. Yeah, but it won't happen again. Won't happen again.
No, that's right. I will be back in one moment. All right. Cheers for that. Just remind. 1 second.
The only confusing thing, John, is that earlier you'd sent a message about trembles coming into the.
Yeah, exactly.
And you put 10 o'clock on that one.
That's so obviously it was set in my mind from the day before. Yeah.
Hello, Derek.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, Derek. All right.
Yeah. Let's hope it works.
So they thought they would. Loads of people got phone calls from us or from my messenger link, and a lot of them was the messages I was getting from. What's this all about? Why do you want to talk to me? And all this sort of thing. So I just shut the whole lot down.
Yeah.
You got one, didn't you, Derek?
Yeah, I got one this morning. Yeah, I thought it was from Taffy. I was.
Probably got one.
I tell you what,
you need to let them know what it was all about.
Yeah.
Because some of these, some of these people perhaps would come in
after the call. Yeah, after we.
Sorry, I forgot to wear the hat, Fruity.
Keep it down, Dave. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
After we had the call this morning,
yes, sir.
My phone went off as if someone was calling me on Messenger.
Snap.
I went to answer it and I couldn't.
It was me. It was me.
Well, I got nobody. I got some guy saying, I think I'm on the wrong call. This is not mine. Then I got some girl saying, who is it? Who is it? And then it ended up, it was me and Alan Busby were having a chat.
I know.
Oh, nice one.
I contacted Alan, but he wants to come in the Crew Bar, but he's having a hard time getting it on Zoom. And so Dave, we're going to do the Ollie Pocket for Alan Bushby, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
So you will contact him via Messenger video, but let's wait until later to do that.
I'll just find the phone. Hang on.
Yeah, find the phone.
I've got the phone somewhere. Oh, there it is over here. Sorry.
I'll get him on the phone and just explain to him what to do.
No, I've done it. I was doing it via video messenger. It was fine, but basically, he couldn't do it.
He couldn't, not even just click on the link.
I know I did that, and I sent him an email address, and he's on it, but he couldn't get his laptop working. This was a few hours ago. So
do it on your phone then.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just told Dave. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we will do. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. Hello, Scotty and Sir Hilda.
Hi.
Welcome both of you on this glorious day.
From sunny Margate and Broadstairs.
Yeah, we're all getting sunburnt here, aren't we?
32 degrees we had today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty warm, Stevie.
Yeah.
So Dave, when you call Alan, call him on his private messenger line. Have you got him on your private messenger line?
I don't know. I'll have a look.
Bushby. Well, he's there, yeah. Yeah.
We'll do that one.
Well, I don't know if he is on mine.
On Messenger.
I'm on Messenger now.
Pushing Alan Bushby.
I am on Messenger now, but if I just have to, was he on the group?
He's on the group, yeah.
On the group, on the crew bar group. Okay, well I can pick
What,
up
the messenger group?
Yeah, the messenger group, because you can't get the Zoom thing to work. So we'll do
Who added him to the messenger group then?
not me.
Not me.
Yeah,
He must be on it because I spoke to him this morning.
Yeah, he's on the Seafarers and he's on
Steve, what did you speak to him on?
He's not on. He's not on the Facebook group.
Okay, all right. Obviously, then I've got him privately.
Alan Bushby's not.
Yeah.
What group did you call this morning, Pete?
Seafarers,
Crew bar.
the crew bar.
Yeah.
Crew
Messenger.
bar.
It ended up me and Alan Busby having a chat this morning.
Yeah, people that didn't disconnect would have been left
Right, we'll have a
open to each other who was on there. There was a load of people on there.
It just ended up with me and Alan Busby.
Yeah, that was quite possible.
He's definitely on. He's on it. I just checked. He's on it, Dave.
Right.
What on what? The crew bar or what?
Yeah, I've got Busby added by Colonel.
And on the WhatsApp, yeah.
Well,
But he's not on the Facebook group.
Well, he's on the Facebook Messenger group. Yes, he is.
Right. Hey, there's a lot of shop going on here. A lot of shop.
Okay.
A lot of shop, Johnny.
Hello, Blackpool Bob. Hello.
Welcome, Bob. Where is she?
Boys.
Where is she?
Oh, wait a minute. I'll find her.
Yeah, go on. we need to see her. Yeah, moving.
Oh, here she is, under my shirt. Here we go.
Bless her. Here she comes. There she
Here
is.
Here she is.
Flipping out. Good old, lovely little Daisy. Wonderful. Now, what is she now? Is she 12 weeks?
12 weeks.
The boss. The boss.
She looks like her owner already.
He's not connected yet.
Not yet. Okay.
All right, say good night, Daisy.
Good night, Daisy.
Daisy looks like her owner already.
Even better.
Be careful, Phil might have thought you were talking to him then.
Yeah. Well,
He's on.
he's on. Oh, he is.
Hello. Hi, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
You all right?
Yep.
Lovely. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All in hand?
All of it's in hand.
All of it.
Good.
Yeah, we haven't done the formal warning for Colonel yet, and I'm glad you're here to be a witness.
Yeah.
All right,
Good.
definitely.
I'm
Hey,
glad everybody's all right.
Yeah, we are, and if you are, we certainly are.
Yeah, all good.
Good. So,
Right.
Now, Hilda, quick question. Macca said, is Hilda going to be visiting his sister near Worcester on the 24th or 25th of next month?
No, I don't think so.
There you are.
He was asking today, obviously. So,
Well, I think there's going to be a straight train strike on those days anyway.
no,
there isn't. No.
18th and 20th, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, we just miss it.
No, I won't be going up
And
that
the
way.
20th of August.
I won't be going up
There's
that
one
way.
on the 30th of July as well.
Yeah.
That's all the companies down south, I think.
Yeah, because that's when I was supposed to be going down to Alice's for the cricket week, which I've had to cancel.
Oh,
that's right, Fruity. Yeah. So you're not going now, are you?
No, because I got my hospital appointment that week,
Yeah.
so I can't go down there.
Here we go. Right, that's better. Right, got that and see everybody a lot better. Hey, and Blackpool Bob, I hope your mobility with the lallies is all right.
Yeah, well, it's still
Painful?
undercover, shall we say.
Yeah.
I think the nurse said it might take 6 months to heal.
Really?
whoa.
Does that mean we'll get better seats at Bloomfield Road?
Absolutely, we'll get seats with cushions on, yeah.
But I've got to push you in a wheelchair, have I?
Absolutely, yeah. Take me up in the lift.
Alan Bushby is coming in.
I know. Thanks to me, Steve. Thanks to me. I've got
Thanks
it.
to John. Thanks to John. Sorry, John. Thanks to John.
What's happening? What's happening?
Bushby's here.
Oh my goodness,
All we
no.
have to do now is get him to put his microphone on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Bona Capella. It's great. Is he there? We'll wait for the audio.
Yeah.
Wait for the audio.
Yeah.
Put your phone on its side. Put your phone on its side. So we get you in landscape.
And Phil, you're at home.
Hello.
You're at home.
I am. Yes. Yeah.
Good. That's all right.
Yeah, I am. I didn't go to a meeting tonight.
Well,
I thought I'd devote my time to this circus.
Very
And it doesn't. It certainly doesn't look like Weatherspoons.
No.
That's later.
Very
Alan
special.
Bushby, good evening and welcome
to Alan Bushby. Round of applause for Alan. Come on,
Alan.
It's looking great. Well done.
Can he sit down and put his phone sideways?
Can you hear us, Alan?
Oh dear.
No.
Not yet. The audio's not doing it at the moment. Hang on, connecting to audio.
Well, he's typing something. He's texting something.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Bushby.
Ahoy!
Okay. Can you sit down and turn your phone on its side, please?
Can I sit down and?
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Right.
It's on the side. How are we doing, guys?
I'm going to get a beer because I'm in for my big bollocking soon. Bushby.
Yes,
it's good. Yeah.
We need a few more in the bar first, Colonel, but that's great. So, Phil,
Hello.
I know you haven't been in for a few weeks, but we always think of you, and I know you catch up on it when you can.
Yeah.
But this is a very special occasion having Alan Bushby on tonight. We so great that Brendan down at the pub got contact with you
great.
and everything. So Bushby, really good to see you.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen him for about 30 odd years, more than that.
Yeah, more than that.
40. It's got to be 40. Yeah.
40 years.
Yeah. 40,
And we're still young and pretty.
Well, we're not too bad. I thought it was going to be a hat party. I obviously got the wrong message from Inge.
Oh,
So
no.
I was just wondering what the hats are.
It's
I
all
thought it
right.
was a simple.
Don't worry,
Beg your
we've got Fruity and I have got our official ones for when Colonel gets his serious bollocking. All right.
Yeah.
So when he does, you'll know for that. And Alan, last time I saw you was 40 years ago in February the 6th, up at our wedding.
Oh yes. No, I'm going to speak to Dave Inge. Dave Inge, but I can't see you. You must be further down.
Yes. Yeah.
You swipe to one side, mate, and you'll be able to see him.
Yeah, you're scrolling, Alan. Yeah, you're scrolling.
Oh, there's Mr. Inge. How are you?
All the better. Good to see you.
Good. Yeah. You're right. Where's your at?
I know. Who'd have thought?
You were in Dover because I found out that you were working on the Hebridean Princess.
That's right. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. That's right. Dave, from Brendan, yeah, because I saw Brendan when he was working up in Scotland as well.
Yeah. But you did call into Dover, didn't you?
Yes, we did. The ship came in to Dover. Yeah, yes. Sherry came on board. She came down. Brendan's Sherry.
Yeah, I found out you were on it afterwards. I can't think where. And I remember that Hebridean Princess being refitted, being built, and I believe it was being built in Yarmouth.
Yes, it was. Yeah, it was for a long time.
I think that being built right up from what was more or less like a tug, basically.
That's it. It was, honestly. Yeah. She's small. Flipping heck, definitely. The boys, the other one that was visited us because he was security down at Dover was Big Dave Morgan, the butcher.
Oh yeah.
Those years ago, he was security, wasn't he, Scotty?
Yeah. He must have gone into that after he left the
ferries.
Normandy ferries, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he was the
came
storekeeper and then second steward.
That's right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
looking quite well. Anyway, get the hat off.
Yeah.
The-
No,
the-
you can put it on when the bollocking comes
I'll-
out.
I'll juice the rye. You know, I've got. I've got
At least you've got bloody hair, Alan.
Right, that's all right. It's just a nuisance going for all the fucking firms, etc., etc. This has taken quite a long haul for me to get on this thing because I've got a very antiquated 80 quid, very low gig phone. So I have to clear loads of memory. So how's everyone else?
All good.
All good, yeah.
All good.
Oh, that's Boss. That's Phil.
So,
Hello,
Alan,
mate.
obviously, welcome to the crew bar, and hopefully you're comfortable on your bar stool. Just a quick resume, because it's lovely to have a new face to the crew bar. Can you give us just a brief on when you went to sea? And I know you've been on every ship, including the Noah's Ark, but just a quick one through what ships roughly through the years you were at sea.
Right, quick resume. First trip at sea, Canberra, 72. Then I did a couple of New Yorkers. Canberra was laid up, so I went back on the pool. I was always a pool man. So back on the pool, did some coastal tanker work, and then I did a shell tramping tanker around the Caribbean and West Africa. From that, back on a Canberra for a world cruise, 75, 76. But after that world cruise, I jumped on a tramp cargo ship from South Shields. It was the Sheaf Steam Shipping Company. And from there, we went all around. We carried everything from a paperclip to a fire engine. It took about 4 months to discharge. We were going into Ethiopia when the Civil War was on, with a charter also to East Germany, to Hansa. We were taking famine relief into Ethiopia. Bit of that. Back on P&O again, bit of Oriana. Oh, I did a bit of Arcadia as a Dobie Waller, laundryman. Oriana, swimming pool attendant, Canberra, blah, 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 blah. West coast to the States. From there, back UK side, Sea Princess. Then back on the pool, and then I jumped a nice coal boat running down to taking coal from South Africa, Richards Bay, bringing it around, dropping it around Europe. From there, I was on the longest ferry run in the world for a year as a laundryman again, doing an old ferry, the St. Edmund, Harwich, Holland, flat bottom, and we were doing the ferry run from Ascension Island to the Falkland Islands, doing that it was a month round trip, old ferry, but I thought it was going to fall right, so we finishes that bad boy. Another nice little coal boat running coal from Australia to Japan. All the workstations. From there, a nice little coastal tanker going up all the waterway. It was only about 800 tons, but we were running up to Finland in the winter in it, and all around the Baltic, and going up all the waterways around Holland and Belgium. From there, a little bit of ferrying. Then I moved from Northumberland because I was on the ferries in Dover because deep sea was going quiet, and I had no sooner decided to move. And 6 weeks after selling up north, my beautiful beach terrace house, come down here, I got the sack 6 weeks later. Yeah, got the fucking gooner for pardon.
Just a short version, Alan.
Got good for going on strike. And
We're only up since 1973 so far.
And it was totally skint. So I took a year at the Gulf when we ran Iraq Wars on doing other patrol down Bomb Alley. So I did a year up there and had a total laugh. And then last one's pretty quick, more or less 10 years on rigs. I was affectionately known as the camp boss. So on rigs for about 10 years, and that was back deep sea again. RFA for a jolly, and the next thing you know, I spent quite a few years up in Iraq, taking all the ammunition in under all the missiles during the Iraq War. I was going out there for fun, didn't think we were doing Iraq #2. So all under fire there. So bit of that, various, and working landing ships. What else did I do?
Well, Alan,
Alan, what did you do on Canberra in 75, 76?
Is he U-ganger? Were you U-gang on that trip?
U-gang, definitely U-gang.
Yeah, I remember you. on there. Yeah, I
Do a
do.
bit of gang work, yeah. Well, I was all the jobs I had on Canberra over the times was obviously various catering boys jobs, gang, assistant bedroom steward, swimming pool attendant.
They're the Benito
It's
Club.
quite a lot. But Alan, just to let you know, I don't know if you can see a full screen with all faces on. Can you see everybody?
I can only see four.
Only see Phil.
I've got my dead gentleman,
All right.
John Hildenberg, Scotty,
Yeah.
Steve. Have I slided? I can't see all together. Let's have a turn around. I'll do it this way.
You can't do them all together on your phone.
Not on the phone. But Alan, just to let you know, we've also got Gizzy and Ollie have just come in on the bar now. So welcome to you two boys. It's Alan Bushby.
Alan Bushby from New Biggin by the Sea. How are you? Great, mate. So
I'm doing this on a phone. I'll try and find. Oh, there's Gizzy, bottom left. Are you well?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Alan. How's New Biggin by the Sea?
Well, New Biggin by the Sea, I left many moons ago. I left to do a job on the ferries, and I moved down to Dover. And I was telling the lads I'd no sooner moved down than I got the sack, so I had to go back to deep sea.
Good to see you.
Not looking good. I reckon your voice just still the same. Brilliant.
Yeah, good to see you, Alan.
And
Evening,
you,
Philip.
Gizzy, and Phil's here.
Hello,
as
Jim.
well. Yeah.
How are you, mate? Boner there.
All good.
Owner.
So, Ollie, did you go for your deep sea swimming today? I know you were going last week.
Yeah.
You've been a few times.
I went all week, been going all week, every day.
Really?
Yeah, it's been excellent.
Fantastic. You know, it's been warm actually, hasn't it?
Very.
The water,
Yeah, the sea. The sea is warm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, incredible.
Oh, blimey. And Scotty, the backdrop, is that somewhere down this way?
That's Highcliffe.
Highcliffe Castle, flipping
That's
heck.
the one.
Very nice.
Gizzy, and do you remember we went for a lunch there or near there at the Lord Bute or something, wasn't it, Scotty? Is it along the road?
Lord Bute, just down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that place looked familiar, yeah. I can't remember the occasion, but it looked familiar.
It was Ewan, Taffy, and I don't know if Phil came or not, but it was a bit of a. But Steve, did you come down? It was a P&O lunch, but not the official.
Oh, that's right. When we came down to the New Forest that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
man, you
think
were there,
I
Phil.
was there, yeah.
Yeah, you were there.
Was there, Dave?
That's right, Phil. Yeah.
Steve, you were as well, I think, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there.
I'm sure Steve Walker was there too.
Steve, did you come to that? We met up with the electrician or the radio officer, the one with the dodgy eye.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, he was a funny guy, wasn't he? Scouser.
Oh, Alan, somebody.
It is, yeah.
Alan, yeah. He ended up a CETO, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think he did. Yes,
yeah.
Started off as a Sparky, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he started off as a radio officer.
Yeah, well, that's what we used to call them on the tankers. Sparky.
Correct.
Sparky, yeah.
They were Sparkies. The Leckies were
Sparkies on tankers.
Yeah.
They used to work for Marconi.
That's right.
Marconi.
That's right.
All Marconi Marine.
Oh, that's it.
Anyway, Ollie Steers skinned out.
Ollie, he's there. He is again. Ollie.
Here I am. I'm back.
Yeah, please excuse my tardiness tonight. I need a very cold beer. I just got back from Belgium.
I need a beer as well.
I hope you haven't been drinking too much Liffey.
Well, I believe it or not, I've been to a place called Leuven, and guess what they make at Leuven?
Beer.
Löwenbräu.
Stella.
Stella.
That's where Stella's made.
Not the old Stella Hinge.
Stella's made at Leuven.
Did you go for football, Giz?
Yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it was. Yeah.
I went a couple of 3 years back to a pre-season friendly to Lille and took Angela with me. She absolutely loved it and said to me, you know, next time there's something on, we'll go again. So I booked it all up and she'd already got something organised. So I went on my own. Had a good night. Had a few beers, bite to eat. Caught up. What a lovely place.
What did you do? Did you go over on a ferry or fly over?
No, I went on Eurostar, Dave.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And did you have to do a test before you went, Giz?
No,
Didn't?
no. When I got to the immigration at St Pancras, we went through there, and I produced my paperwork, and he said, "Where are you going to?" So I said, "Brussels." He said, "You don't need it."
Right.
So whether or not France has reintroduced it, I don't know.
I've got to get a test done a couple of weeks when we go on the cruise.
Yeah, well, when I got back last week from Greece, Angela tested positive the same night.
Yeah, you said, yeah.
Yeah, she's okay now. She's clear now, but a bit strange. I was negative, but she was positive. But we're all good again now.
Where did you get your test done, Steve?
There's a place near me. Well, actually, it's in Warrington.
Oh.
I've got to get it done within 24 hours of leaving the country or joining the ship.
We're joining the ship, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got to go and get it done like on the Wednesday tea time about 4 o'clock because we're flying to Malta.
All right.
From the UK.
Is that mandatory, Steve, for Malta?
No, it's not for going into Malta. It's
To the
for going
ship,
on board
to
the
the
ship.
On the ship.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
But
be
at the
going.
moment, if you're going on the Iona at the moment, they're doing a trial where they're not doing any tests. You can just go on the ship as normal,
Right.
just on the Iona only. A friend
See
of
what the
mine-
reaction is. Mhm.
Yeah, I got a cruise booked for next year. Hopefully, it'll all be over and done with, and we can just go on it.
Hopefully, yeah. I found the place on the internet where I'm going to get it done. I had to have it done in April when I went on the Regal Princess as well. I think it's about
How much
20,
that cost you, Steve?
20
What's it
quid.
cost you?
Yeah, 20 quid.
Oh, 20 quid's not bad.
You get the result within 3 or 4 hours, basically. They send it to you on your phone. All it is the same thing as what you do at home.
But it
you
has
have
to be done professionally.
You have to have the official certificate.
Yeah. I suppose you see lots and lots of people can test themselves and then just send in a false result, I suppose, can't they?
No, they can't. Because it's all done with the QR codes and stuff, Gizzy. They've got it figured out.
Do you know what? It's we went in to get it done last time, and they give us both the kits. Said you go in one of those rooms, close the door, and do the test. There's no one with us, so you know what I mean. If I had it and the other half didn't, she could have done them both.
Well, that's
You know
not
what I'm
right. That's not
saying?
right. Yeah.
They just put us in a room. Nobody came in and did it. We did it ourselves.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what goes. Gotta do it again. We go.
What's our anchorman doing right now, Dave? What are you doing?
Well,
He's writing your logging sheet out.
I think he's sorting your logging out.
Yeah, okay.
oh,
I'm
sorry,
ready.
it's
I'm
the
ready.
alarm bells. The alarm bells. Hang on, Fruity. It's hats on, alarm bells. Looks like we've got the bollocking of a lifetime coming up. All right, bells. All right.
Okay, I'll stand up.
Right, stand up for a start.
The only
All
chap
right.
I've got.
Right,
No,
and
not me,
do you want any friends or just all of us as witnesses?
He hasn't got any friends.
I'm ready.
Well, he certainly didn't this morning.
There we are. So, Colonel, we'd like to ask, first of all, can you give us an excuse we've never heard before?
Why you didn't turn up
Yes.
this morning?
For the follow, you did not turn to at your point of duty this morning, which is the early hours in USA, to make sure the Aussie Crew Bar was open punctually at 0900 UK time. What reason have you got for not being there?
The reason is the reason is the 3rd of September, sir.
No, sorry, inadmissible.
3rd of September being my birthday, being 71, I had a senior moment and got fucking mixed up, you fuckers.
Excuse me. Swearing in front
of the master.
Swearing in front of a senior officer. No, sorry, no.
It's another
not
one.
on.
Absolutely. Alan, you can put your hat on because Blackpool Bob's got his on as well. It's all,
Yeah, right.
it's all official now. Yeah, the capellas are on.
Capellas, yeah. Hide the bone of rye, yeah, that's the
Any old that'll do.
Are we done?
Right,
Is that
we
it?
are done.
What's the punishment,
Well
Dave?
done, Colonel.
You got the punishment, yeah.
Have I got time to get my hat?
Has he just got a warning?
Always got time for yours, hat. Your capella's always welcome, Gizzy.
That reminds me of a song.
Have a look at
It reminds me of a song, All Around Your Hat.
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly.
What did he just get a warning or a day's pay? What?
He's getting it all. It's a case of beer to the crew bar immediately. Right, I have to send it through, Johnny.
Okay.
Is that each, David? Is that each?
That's it. Well, now, obviously, Alan, this is the first time that bollockings for the Colonel have been given in full flow. Normally, he's the one giving, well, especially me, bollockings, and my bollocometer counter, Pete Stevens, he's got his, hang on, he's got his, what hat is that? I saw that in that Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You've got a blade in it, mate.
I can't see you all at once, but yeah, I'm doing this on a phone. I'll have to get my laptop sorted and geared up.
Hey, now, Alan, you'll be able to see the
So
recording.
the
You'll see the recording, Alan, which is no problem. But before I forget, Alan, have you got your original discharge book and photo?
I've got all three, yes.
Well, we'd love the earliest edition, if it's possible, just to take a photo of it and send it through on the group, and then Colonel will add it to the crew bar gallery.
Can I do that on the WhatsApp thing?
The WhatsApp's better. And Alan, have you watched any crew bar recordings on YouTube?
I have found a couple in the past. Yeah.
Okay.
I found the sport It's a Knockout.
Which
was cancelled because we did have a knockout.
Yeah.
I think it was Louis, one of the shop girls.
Okay.
And I think I've seen one of the Missing Impossibles.
Okay, well the point is that I put the recording on the sites each week, so you can just click on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Alan, you've got a local neighbour of yours just coming in now, but we've got Brendan coming in.
He missed the bollocking. You better tell him.
Bloody hell, Brendan!
Hi guys.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Brendan.
Brendan, apologies, you've just missed Colonel having his biggest bollocking, and Alan was here to experience it.
I think it was deserved, wasn't it?
To the morning's fuck up, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Yeah.
Who was that?
Great to see you.
On the crew bar phone this morning, by the way.
Who what? Sorry.
I was driving my car back from Burscough, and my phone was going off for about 7 minutes. I couldn't answer it, but it was crew bar.
Yeah, it's my fault. It's my fault, Bob.
All right.
Oh, Taffy sends his regards. Hopefully he'll be in tonight anyway, because he couldn't get it this morning.
Dave, will the Colonel have to write an apology to the Australian crew?
Yeah. It was very
John, you'll have to do that, John, you need to apologise to the Australians.
He's disappeared.
No, I'm here. Get another beer.
I must say, Alan looks like a very distinguished professor with those glasses, the beard, and all those books behind him.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I do have the salty. I'll give you a quick scan. But well, we're both avid readers. I think we've got houses full of them. When we moved house not so long ago, I took one van load of all the furniture and another van load just for the.
My God.
Good heavens.
And they're upstairs. I do, mainly Jacqueline's, but I do have my Salty Sailors wall. You'll probably see how to get this. There's a little Canberra and the globe.
Oh, wow.
The first round the world, don't you see it very well. I'm looking at it backwards, but this is all my Salty Sailors bookshelf. And it was Ernest Shackleton in the background, and that was the turning point for me leaving the sea. Once I got down to the Antarctic, it took me 38 years to do the final continent. Once I got to Antarctic and seen my hero, Ernest Shackleton's grave, I'm coming back home and I thought, you went to see the world. 38 years later, you've got the final continent. That'll do. So
Well done, Alan.
another couple of years.
Very good.
until
Very
the-
good.
Well done.
I think we get Oscar's stories coming on, which we love, but we might have to try and do a bit of around the world several times on different vessels with Alan, and we'll have to get.
Actually, Dave, can we call him Bushby? Because that's what it should be called. It's Bushby. It's like calling someone Sinatra, you know, or the first name is
Bush.
an honor.
Just Bush will do. Don't stretch it. Bush.
The bush. We love Bush.
We like the bush.
Well, the whole house were always known as Bush. It was
Bush.
Dad was Bush, old Bush, middle Bush, baby Bush.
Right, I'll
All
change
Bush.
it. I'll change it right now. All right, I got it.
Well
All right.
done, Johnny.
But never known as Trim the Bush.
I do now. It's all, the bush is always trimmed. It's de rigueur, isn't it?
All right.
Didn't used to be, did it?
Oh, great.
What word did you do when you left the sea, Alan? Or bush?
Oh,
Well,
whoa.
I stayed until I was about 56. Let's have a quick look. Oh, when I finished RFA, I jumped on ferries for another bash, but I probably, me and customer services had changed. Didn't have the same attitude. I didn't believe the customer's always right, and I said, "Sod this, we're game of soldiers." And I stopped work when I was 56, 57.
Oh, you retired there, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm an old coffin dodger now. You know, I am.
Aren't we all?
I am an official
Yeah.
coffin dodger, aren't we all? But yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I got my
Oh, very good,
pension.
very good.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, I was officially retired.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we raised a glass. We celebrate. We did acknowledge it, Bush.
I know, I did.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture of the cake.
Yes,
I did put on WhatsApp. Thanks very much for the cake. It
thanks,
was much
Hilda.
appreciated.
Hilda done it again.
Yeah,
What are you
comment
doing,
of, Chief Baker.
Yeah, nothing like a bit of Navy cake, is there, Hilda?
I wouldn't know.
It's very
Got your
smutty.
finger
this
on the
week.
lens, bud.
It's
Hey,
been so
talking
long.
about Alan, it could be Taffy coming in now. Could be
Oh,
Taffy
there we go.
coming in now.
There he comes.
Put your stuff on.
Just the man from the valleys.
The man- Oh, get your glasses. Hang on, glasses. Well done. Get your glasses. There we go. Whoops. Right.
Welcome in the hillside.
Oh, Father.
There he is. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, the Allen Taffy.
I love the capellas, dear.
Taffy, you missed my barlekin, Taffy. I got a huge barlekin.
Oh,
I'll catch it on video. I like
Oh,
watching
you
it on
you will catch it. Trust me.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Don't you dare edit it.
Oh no.
So Taffy, you can probably see, but it's lovely having the boss back on tonight, along with a lot of our regulars. But we've also got Alan Bushby, the Bush. He's on.
the
Mr. Bushby.
Bush with the capella. Not
Father the capella. Look, oh, what a beautiful.
Father the Capella.
Yeah. What about that? That's Captain. No, what's it? The chicken guy, Colonel. It's the
Colonel
Colonel.
Sanders. Yeah.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel
Good
Sanders.
Lord.
Yeah. It's better than being known as Rolf Bloody Harris.
Well, it's
Do you know what it is yet?
It's very
Hold on.
distinctive. Very distinctive.
Very good, very good. And good to see you, Taffy.
Taffy, did you listen to it this morning?
No, I'm not. I haven't got the crew Aussie whatever. I haven't got that. I'm not. I haven't got that. That's not.
Well,
on my
by pure accident, through someone else not being present, we threw out an invite to the whole crew bar, and John Murphy joined.
Good Lord, brilliant!
And his wife and his 8 grandkids. And Trish Wright, who's been in contact with the crew bar for about 2 years, she suddenly appeared.
Yeah.
Can you ask them to come in the real crew bar, Pete?
Yeah, they've all now they know what happens. They're
Well,
going to come in.
It's taken 2 years for them to figure it out.
Who was?
Yes, Johnny, in a nice way. Now you just keep your hat on and be nice.
But we cut to them this morning, John, and they were forced.
Don't want to scare them.
I know. And Dave, can you talk to Phil, please? We haven't seen him for like 6 months.
Yeah, if Phil, we keep saying hello, don't we?
Yes, I'm here. I can listen to everything.
Definitely.
And maybe ask him to turn his phone on its side, Dave.
Oh, Phil, are you on your phone or are you on an
On his
iPad?
phone, yeah.
I'm on the phone. You want it sideways?
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
I've heard that
There you
before.
I quite like having it sideways, dear.
The last time you said that, we were in the back pantry of the International Lounge.
Lovely.
You're going to say back passage.
Well, hang on. We've got Charlie here now. Charlie.
Oh, blimey.
Hey, Charlie.
Alan, is Charlie your long lost brother?
Charlie, can you shave your beard off? I'm getting you mixed up with Bush now. Hang on.
No, if he puts a hat on.
Bush has got a capella. That's all right. We're all right now.
I
Charlie,
reckon they're long lost twins.
Charlie, Brendan's got a question for you.
How's
Is it about the weather?
How's the weather in Bermuda, Charlie? Because it's scorching hot here. We're really enjoying it.
Well, for once, we're much cooler than you.
Oh, what a shame. Well, we're all sad about that. Bermuda's cooler than the UK.
I know. Yeah. I'm thinking about coming over there for a holiday.
To cool down or to warm up.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, great. So Charlie and Phil, have you seen Charlie on the crew bar before? Of recent, earlier when you were on before.
I was, yeah, I did, yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Did you two boys
Bushman,
meet up? What ship might you two have been on?
Oh God.
Hardship.
Yeah.
Can you turn your phone sideways, Charles?
I beg pardon?
Turn your phone on its side, and we can see you better that way.
Well, it's the
More of you.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, dear.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
It's just we
There you
see
are.
less of the Arsenal football shirt at that angle.
I can change that.
Steady.
I'll take that off.
Yeah. Which ships were you on?
Phil. Oh,
Me? Phil?
Yeah, Phil. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you need a fleet list. You need a fleet list.
Yeah.
Right.
West Coast mainly.
Let's ask him what ships he wasn't on.
Yeah.
Right.
But in the earlier years, Phil, you were on the Himalaya, was it? And the
No, Chusan.
Chusan.
Yeah. No, I wasn't on the Tucson.
Arcadia.
But
Yeah.
you might know. You remember Rowley Porter?
Yep.
Yeah, he was on the Tucson, but I worked with him on the Aronsay.
Oh right, yeah. I never did a Ronsay, but definitely the
Yeah.
Chusan.
Yeah.
I was on
Yeah.
there with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a low battery.
He's since passed on.
Oh, has he?
Yeah. A couple of years ago, he went.
Oh God, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, him and Mick Ward. You remember Mick Ward?
Yeah, I heard about Mick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he lives up in he did do in Newbury up here.
Newbury, that's right. Yeah.
Thatcham. Thatcham it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pound Street.
Hey?
Pound Street he lived on.
Oh right, okay.
Right. Yeah.
Oh good.
But you're
I tell you
well,
what, Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie, there was a butcher who lived in a place called Kingsclear, which is not far from where I live and not far from Mick Ward lived. He was an oldish guy, and I sailed with him, I think, on Oriana, but I can't remember what his name was.
On the Oriana.
Yeah, and Mick Ward would probably have been second butcher to him.
Right. Don Johnson?
No.
Oh, Ronald Johnson. Sorry, Ronald Johnson.
No, that Alan Johnson was the bear, wasn't it?
Yeah. But there was Ronald Johnson too. There was another.
Owen Johnson.
Owen.
That
Owen Johnson was the bear.
Yeah. But this guy, he lived in Kingsclear.
Yeah, wouldn't know where he lived, but yeah. Just trying to
Talking
think.
about butchers, I saw Dave Morgan in the week.
Oh, all right.
Who is he?
Well, I went round to take him the 2 books, you know, the Peter Pratt books, or
Oh, yeah.
Peter Langton books, and I thought he'd enjoy those because he wasn't aware of them, and so I took them round to him for a read, and he's okay. He's got a few health issues with his legs. He can't get around too much, but he was asking a little bit about the crew bar and stuff, and Brenda, his wife, does log in to when the Johnny sends round the edited version of the thing. So he said he will watch it. But what I thought I might do is try and do a little cameo thing, film it, send it on to Johnny, and then maybe we could get it into a crew bar thing later on. But he sends his best to all, and he does enjoy. He can't take part much really, but he's
I
okay.
only ever stood by with him. I stood by with him in Southampton, but never actually sailed with him.
No, yeah.
Well, he was a big lad, wasn't he? Big fella.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Well, the butcher, Phil would remember Dave Morgan very well on the spur.
Dave
and John
Morgan,
of course.
Huntley as well.
Dave Huntley,
Well,
I'll try and find a picture of Dave Huntley.
He's in Thailand now, John Huntley.
Dave Huntley is in the Philippines.
Yeah. Oh,
Who was the other one? Alan Ward?
Alan Ward, yeah.
Alan Wade.
Alan Wade.
Alan Wade, sorry, yeah.
Alan Wade and Kevin
Alan
Ward,
Wade.
wasn't it? Alan Wade, Kevin Ward.
It was Kevin Ward and Mick Ward.
Yeah.
Were they brothers?
And Kevin Ward lived in Ireland.
That's right, yeah.
No, this guy, I'm sure his name was Alan. He was a bit of a pervert. Sorry, Charlie, but I was going to say
that was Wade.
I was going to say so with a lot of butchers, but
I'm trying to find out who isn't.
Dave Huntley used to play Hitler music, all Hitler's speeches up in the Leading Hands bar. He had recordings of them. He's a total fucking Nazi, was Dave Huntley. Still is.
That sounds like Barry Bennett, the barman.
Yeah.
He used to get
He used to get dressed up, didn't he?
The picture of him. Yeah.
And Simbo the person.
Alan Simpson was, yeah.
Oh, hey, Bush, were you was on the gang on that worldie? Was that just come to mind? Roman John, was he on the gang with you that trip?
I wasn't on the gang then. I think I would have been messman on that worldie. I was crew messman with an Irish chap called Seamus. But I lived down New Gang Alley, and Roman John was 2 doors down from me.
That was Seamus Hines. Alan.
Probably, a little Irish chap.
Seamus Hines, yeah.
It would have been the 75 worldie.
75, 76. I joined Canberra in 75.
Yeah.
And he was definitely crew messman then.
Yeah, that's right. I was crew messman also.
What are you eating there, Gizzy?
John the Roman was on the Orkneys and that before that, or the Himalaya.
That 75 trip, me and Hogan were in the Crow's Nest all the way around.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's right. I was in the Bonita Club with Ollie.
Ollie, you were in there, weren't you?
Yeah.
Does anybody know what happened to John the Roman? Did he?
He passed away some time ago.
No one seems to know. He just disappeared. After the
passed away a
Oriana
few
went,
years
he just seemed to have disappeared.
I think he ended up back in London. He was from the East End somewhere.
Yeah.
I was after the world cruise when he went on the Oriana. I was on the Oriana also, and that was one night we did a Roman night. It was all togas, the whole lot, and we had when you're down New Zealand, we all had sheepskins. So we made them the big chaise lounge, all covered in sheepskins. We had the teleop girls feeding him grapes into his mouth. He was dressed as Julius Caesar, and the whole lot. And then he passed out, alcoholic abuse, just unconscious. And there were all these nymphs, all the girlies on board, dressed up in little sort of togas, all skimpy. And as he woke up, they were feeding him grapes into his mouth. And he woke up going, "What's happening here?" And then the whole Oriana crew bar got up and we all did "Hail Caesar, Hail Caesar." No, "Hail Roman John, Hail Roman John, Emperor of all F deck," because that was his section. And he got up and he actually thought he was there. He was in that much of an alcoholic haze. And it was just, I've got photos of him reclining. I'll try and find them somewhere along the line.
You need to ask Alistair McCullum when he missed the ship and the telex they had to send to the agent to describe him.
Hey, Pete, what's them pictures behind you there? They look familiar.
That were on the messenger.
Okay, yeah, that's the ones I put up the other day.
The ones you put up, yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right, I got you. Yeah.
That's I didn't get what ships they were.
Norwegian Celebrity Line, one of them.
Right.
And Norwegian Star or something.
Were they in a harbour in Bermuda?
Yeah. They were both docked in dockyard, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Lovely. Yeah. And is that in recent now? Is that Charlie?
Last week.
Bloody hell.
It was about 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Wow.
Half the
they're
press.
in every week.
Half the press.
Yeah.
We don't miss a deadline, you know.
No.
Not like some people. But...
Dave, I sent you a message to your phone, which you're supposed to read.
I have read it, Johnny. It says, "Can you read this official apologies from the Colonel for not turning to for your crew bar? You will be happy to know that I got full bollocking for it, as you will see in the crew bar recording." Is this the message for all, is it?
I posted it on the Aussie crew bar site, correct?
Right, well,
That's a DR, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
not a double DR, Bob. A DR.
I would say it was thoroughly cleansed. Did you have a jolly good cleaning?
Also, Alan, if you send me your discharge picture as soon as we go off the air today, so because I do the edit on Sunday afternoon, which is
right.
the time right
I think now they've got double DRs on.
Oh, hang on. We've got a down under already.
I know. I see him. Yeah,
we'll find out whether they're accepting your apology.
We'll see. Yeah,
coming on to receive it in
There's
full.
Stevie Watts now.
Yeah, I know.
Coming in. Good boy.
You grow.
Let's see.
Hey.
You grow up a wee mowen.
Good morning.
Morning, Stephen.
Morning. Good morning.
Are you responding to Colonel's official bollocking he's just had?
No, I just saw it on the messenger, but I didn't hear it. So
yeah, no, you'll see it on the recording for the UK one. Yeah, it's good to see you again.
Okay,
I think you should hear it.
No, thank you.
So, Stephen, down in Sydney, it's not a problem for you getting up in the early hours to come on this.
No problem.
Oh, great.
I've done out this one for a while.
Hey,
fuck you, Dave.
So, Stephen Watts? We've got Phil Butcher, our bar manager for many years with us on the fleet. He's here, the boss. Give a wave to Phil.
Evening.
Hi, Phil.
And we've got Charlie from Bermuda. You will have seen before, won't you?
We know
yeah,
Charlie.
we've been in touch.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Brilliant. But we've now got Bushby as a lookalike for Charlie, but he's wearing the capella. Give away.
Hi, Alan.
Hello, how are you doing? And he's got the Bush Charles.
Good morning.
Oh,
my God.
Great. Flipping neck.
Drinking all your health.
And we'll have to get the Love Boat cocktail glasses back out the locker.
Brendan, while you're there, can you give us a short update on the Open?
Well, you'll be very pleased to know my man won the Open, and I had a few pounds on him, and I won £108 today.
Oh,
Smith.
that being
Hey,
Rory,
now.
shoot away.
I see that today, Brendan.
Well, he wasn't, let's put it like this, he wasn't Irish.
No, Rory, I'd love to have seen Rory win, but you know,
Rory
from a
bottled it again.
financial perspective, I'm very pleased.
Yeah.
And who was it, Brendan? Sorry, I missed that.
Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith.
Aussie, yeah.
Young Aussie boy.
I backed him last year, and I backed him in the Masters and in I don't know if he was in the US Open, but he's going to do some good things. I think he'll win a few more.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought
quit and get his fucking haircut.
I thought Macca might have been on tonight gloating.
Who?
Macca.
One for the Aussie.
Been on gloating.
He's Australian, yeah.
Yeah, one for the Aussie.
They lost at the rugby, didn't they? So
I'll just say something, Brendan. Brendan, Young's Eagle gave him the difference between 700,000 and 1,400,000. That one putt.
Yeah.
Second place, yeah.
Big money, John. Big money.
He went from fourth place to second. That's 1.4 he won. Yeah.
Johnny, that's like making a Pimm's with flat Coke in it as opposed to a little drop of Pimm's.
Okay, Foodie.
What do you mean?
Well, Rex Pretty told me, and he said not to tell anyone.
I never knew that, Dave. That's a new one on me.
Oh, bloody Rex Pretty, the Coleman. That was
the Coleman.
Yeah.
Coleman. Yeah. You and Steve.
Oh, flipping it.
Bush, you and Steve might have sailed together on the Ark. When were you in the laundry?
Oh, the Arcadia. I'm trying to think. It might have been probably after the 75 World Cruise. After that one, somewhere along the line. But I only did the one trip. It was one of those when they first started to fly home. So the guy who was the second one was a chap. We just call him Olive on the buses because he had long hair like Olive on the buses. That was it.
Was Harry Wild on there?
Can't say.
And Frankie Taylor?
I can't say.
Frankie Taylor was on there, I think, Pete.
Yeah, I did a 4 month there. That was it. And then we got down to Rosie, and I was basically, I loved it. I loved the job, and I loved being down there. And it was like 2 reliefs. Half the crew went home on flight A, and they relieved them with a new crew from the pool. And then when you went home on flight B, you didn't come back. It was as simple as that.
When were you there then, Steve?
I was there from 75 onwards, 75 to 79. But Frank was the laundryman there, a good footballer. Frank, curly hair.
And Harry was the team manager, wasn't he?
Yes.
Harry Wild?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, mad West Ham fan.
Well, let's have a look.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, South Pacific, I think, if you ever remember, there was the Women's Weekly Cruises.
Yeah,
Women's Weekly.
Yeah.
6 weeks UK, while everybody did the European bit, and then it went back. And I went on the return leg of the Women's Weekly. So I basically joined in Southampton. It was a 3-day cruise to Amsterdam and back, and then off we sailed to.
I remember that cruise.
Yeah. Well, you'd have only seen me. I think we worked in the laundry, apart from your boiler suit walking to and from it. When you worked in there, was a towel around your waist and a pair of cut-off wellies to stop your ankles getting scalded. You know, because it was all steam. God, the water used to just fly out. It was all steam valves for heat and everything. You know, straight from the engine room. But yeah, it was quite a good crack. But you didn't know quite a lot of people. Well, we had quite a lot, but we used to do 2 weeks on. I was the third laundryman. We would do 2 weeks on days and 2 weeks on nights. You know, so that's where I was. Unfortunately, I only did the 4 months, but I never laughed so much in my life. You know, it was just one of those really stupid, crazy jobs. How do you end up a fucking laundryman from a? You know, I wanted to go on that run, and they needed laundrymen. I says, "Oh yeah, I can sort that out." Yeah, so yeah, it was marvelous.
Hey, talking about jobs that you get settled and suited into, obviously, Hilda, that was your, you know, where you worked for so many years on the ships. But where did you start from back home? You know, obviously, before you came, were you at college or did you?
No.
I attended Thanet College, late 50s, early 60s. And it's the same college as was it the late Galley Rhodes went to after I'd been there. But I was reading one of his books, and as he's saying, the 1 year he won the Student of the Year, which you were presented with a shield and all the rest of it, which you were just told for the year. And I'd won the same shield just a few years before that. So whether it's still around, they still use it or not, I really don't know. But I can see the college actually from my apartment here in Broadstairs. It's in Broadstairs now. When I attended, it was in Ramsgate.
But after the college, did you go straight to sea, or were you in hotels, or did you go straight to sea?
I was working in a small bakery in Sittingbourne. Well, bakery cum cafe restaurant. It was known as the Carlton Caf, which was a very high class caterers and bakery, which is where I did time there as well. And we used to do all sorts of things there, from confectionery and bread. I did hand dipped chocolates, Easter eggs, making ice cream. We used to do all that there. So I had quite a good grounding, in actual fact.
Well, we appreciate your efforts, Hilda, because obviously your piece de la resistance is this one, isn't it? You know, that is the one, isn't it? Is that what you were building up to?
That must have been the one I was up all night doing.
We appreciate you sending them through every week.
I went to that college as well, David.
Who was that? Who said that you went to that college?
I went to that college. Yeah, me.
Oh yeah. Scotty, yeah. What, Broadstairs or Ramsgate?
Yeah, I went there. Broadstairs.
Broadstairs. Oh, I went to the Ramsgate one before it went in, and then it closed and went to Broadstairs. Yeah.
Now another question coming up. It's the same sort of scenario.
I don't know whether Brendan went there. Did you, Brendan?
Yeah, Brendan's just. I was going to say Brendan's just made a brief exit. Hopefully he'll be back in. Hopefully. Colonel, obviously, you know, with the bollocking, I presume you're all set to leave the building shortly with Cindy. We can see you there now. Yeah.
The walk of shame.
Just due to take off shortly.
No, the Alaska cruise is not till the end of August, Dave. So
sorry. All right, we'll hold fire on that one.
Yeah. Who was that in the Elvis suit?
That was me.
Was that one that Dennis, the storekeeper, gave you?
No. It's funny because it all came about because Ray Zachary was asking me about it, and I told him that the rule is between me and Dave is that we don't make anything about ourselves. So I didn't pursue the story behind it. So I won't.
Tell us about it, Dave. Go on.
Don't start all that, Colonel.
Does he mean it's not about us, David?
It's correct.
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. It's a couple of weeks' time. It'll be 12 months since our little Jones on the Regal Princess. That's gone quick, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gone quickly, hasn't it?
Oh, crikey, O'Reilly! That was brilliant. It really was. It was good. You know, we have got great memories of that one. That was a super trip.
Well, Steve's always one for finding bargains on cruises. I would love to do it again.
And me.
Yeah. There we are. We are.
Steve's gone. Is he gone? Did he drop out?
Where's he gone?
Stephen. Oh, I thought that was Steve behind Taffy. Sorry, I thought that was Steve. It is Steve, but not Steve. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great one. And the morning,
Charlie put his hats on. I'm confused.
That was it. The Bloody Marys in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm doing one next year, but it's with the enemy.
Go on. Who have you got?
Well, Andrew and I are both 70 next year, so we've booked on the QM2 from Southampton to New York.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I did that a few years ago because it's great.
Yeah, it's something. I mean, most of us have all done the Atlantic many times. In fact, I have done the Atlantic to New York on more than one ship. But it's just something that, it's a thing of the past that when the QE2 went and the QM took over, it's the only one left. And when it goes, I don't think it'll be revived again.
No.
So we've pushed the boat out, and we're,
You're not going on the Queen Anne then, Jim?
No, Queen Mary too.
All right.
Is there a Queen Anne coming out?
Yeah, early next year.
Yeah, is that doing Atlantic? So, Phil, I thought it was built strictly for cruising.
Yeah.
Or they would have called it the Queen Camilla.
Yeah. What?
The Queen Camilla.
More like the Queen of the Sea, dear.
Oh,
Queen Camilla,
I don't like
the Queen Camilla, the Royal Liner. Beg your pardon.
Alan, does Alan know that there's a little get together in Worcester at the end of August?
This is the bush.
I didn't know. But at the moment, I'll give you a little thing. It's my wife's quite poorly at the moment, and we can't get it bloody sorted with everything going haywire with NHS and COVID.
Yeah.
So we haven't been able to travel for a while, and we've been doing everything because we're absolutely due another holiday, but we can't get it to see. She's got lung problems, and etc. etc.
Right.
We can't get any sort of lung checkups. Can't get any of this because there's nobody taking anything pulmonary. Can't get an appointment. So at the moment, until we do anything, I don't like leaving it too long.
Understood.
I like to stay away for a day or two. But at the moment, we can't even go on holiday because until we actually get an official letter and it says you do have this, but it wasn't officially diagnosed because this all happened during COVID. And the doctor just fobbed us off. We eventually got an appointment. Anyway, I just said, oh, here's all the places. We've sent you a reference so you can get an appointment with a pulmonary specialist. Every pulmonary specialist for a long, big range of miles will say nobody's doing any pulmonary appointments. So
I was going to say to you, Alan, has the seafarers, the seafaring medical wing is still going at St. Thomas as an ex-seafarer?
Yeah,
it's families and that you're entitled to use that.
Because my wife is, but we're not. Basically, you need a reference, and the reference was, and they sent us a letter with all the places that we could go for this pulmonary checkup, and they're all going no appointments. So we've only just come across this bit recently, so we're waiting to see. But for anything going, I'll pop away for a night or so.
Yeah.
But Worcester might be on the cards, but I don't like leaving it much more than that, to be perfectly honest. Because she's generally okay. 9 times out of 10, she's fine. But it's always just that bloody moment. That's just what I'm
St. Thomas's, Brendan.
So Taffy, I can see the picture behind you, and it reminds me of Phil, because Phil, you did a lovely little cameo number last week on Colonel on the crew bar. You must see it. It's when you did a lovely bit of a speech when we were having our time out in France with MQ. Right. It was lovely, but I remember this particular photo Taffy's got up with the Cabela's. We were all playing bowls, wasn't it, boys?
Yeah.
We had a bull. Not bowls, but bulls. Bull. Yes. It was very well organised.
Who won the bull? Who won the bull?
It was a bull.
Who won the bull? Who won it?
Who won it? Did you win it?
It was. I think it was Oscar, wasn't it?
Oscar and Pat.
It was Oscar. Yeah.
Yes.
Talking of Mini Queen, anybody been in touch with him?
No, who said that? Was it Mandy was going to hopefully?
I rang him up a few months ago.
Oh yeah.
But we had a bit of a conversation. But after that, he said, "Well, let's keep in touch." I said, "Okay, I've rang you this time. You can ring me the next time," type thing, you know. But I haven't heard a word since.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
send
pretty
him
good
the
at
recording
organising
every
stuff,
week,
wasn't he?
Bill. So you know he'll see this hopefully.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
No, it'd be good. It'd be good to have him on. Yeah. It was a good boy. A lot of effort.
Yeah, it'd be good to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many have we got for Worcester, Dave?
22 definite on the first night, with a possible 3 that not confirmed, and 21 plus possible 3 on the second night.
Okay,
Very
great.
good.
Now I've got the menu organised. I'll talk to you afterwards and let you know.
Yeah, do yeah.
Mickey Munson
Yep.
rang the old Talbot on, was it Friday, David, when I spoke to you?
Yeah.
But couldn't get anyone to speak to, and he's ringing them tomorrow.
Right.
And if they've got a room, he's probably coming.
Fine.
When are we going to eat on the first night? Has it been decided yet?
It's not been confirmed yet. It's nearly there. We're just discussing with. It's hopefully the Anchor, which is the pub that it's got a function room.
They were talking about a buffet or something, weren't they?
Yes, yeah, and then it'll be an easier start for the first evening. You know, with a buffet, everyone can mingle. But we're just waiting back from the owner. I spoke to the chef when Steely was in the pub the other day. And we sort of hopefully coming up with a plan for it. And as soon as that is, we'll send through the details for that. We won't need a menu choice for that one. It'll be, you know, just come and eat what they've got, you know.
There is of course the other big event taking place, which is
absolutely
Cardiff in October, which I'm not sure. I know we're going to definitely go.
Yes.
I'm hoping a lot of the guys can go.
Have you got dates, Brendan?
Alan's just sent some stuff round.
Yeah.
So
3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
But there is a. I thought we could, whoever gets it when we get there, whatever night. There's quite a pub. I had a picture taken outside with Alan and Ollie and Sherry, and the pub is in the middle of Cardiff, and it's called the Cottage. And I thought what a great place to start the reunion, in a cottage.
Yeah, I bet Taff uses it regularly, don't you, Taff?
Cottage.
Can't keep him out.
They all knew him. They all said, "Hello, Alan, you're back again."
Is his name on the wall?
No, it's on the toilet wall.
The only name.
The telephone number.
Oh, what dates were there again?
It's 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th.
Who's that?
October.
I'm not sure about Bob.
Jim.
That's David. He's just a cracking
Oh,
guy.
hello! Look, there's Bushby's dear lady. Is it
Debbie's
Jimmy?
having a look in to see what's all happening. Just being out bronzing in the garden. And we're very tired. Deborah's just a cracking fella. There's loads of lads all over. 42 years ago.
Oh, wonderful! Cheers.
Come out,
let's take about this.
No, be ready for when they do come up. No. I'll have to say goodbye.
It's time for the traffic lights, Dave.
Oh, it's not.
Excuse me. It's not up to you to tell David.
No, it's not. What's
you didn't do very well this morning. Let David decide.
Yes.
2 bollockins in one night, John.
I know. I know. And this is just the start.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't have any traffic lights this morning.
Hey, yeah, we did. We put alarm bells on this morning, didn't we? Couldn't wake you up, Johnny.
Yeah.
Very worrying. Very worrying. Anyway, hey, well, look. Actually, before we do put the traffic lights up, Fruity, is there an Oscar experience coming up for after this particular?
There is indeed. There's an Oscar experience tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Oscar rang me earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be busy for a couple of weeks, so we're going to do some revamps after that.
Brilliant.
But yes, we've got one for this week, and then it'll be revamps after that. which are some of the old ones that David did with Oscar that were on previous crew bars.
Yeah, in the early days, the early day crew bars, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
I've had a request from Martin Hawker. He was. I don't know if any of you remember seeing him on an episode of The Love Boat. Do any of you remember seeing him?
No.
No.
Well, he was on an episode, and because I remember he had a moustache. He looked a little bit like Adolf, actually. But,
that wasn't the pilot one, was it?
It might have been, but he's trying to track down a clip of it. And I said, well, I'll ask on the crew bar if anybody
It's on
can
YouTube.
remember.
I watched it the other day.
What, the one with Martin on?
I don't know. I can't remember seeing Martin, but the Sun Princess, the pilot one, is on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely, because when I did the Oscar tale about Princess Cruises, I Googled and found some of those early ones, as you say, John. But I must admit, I don't remember seeing Martin Hawker in them.
I think it was only the very early ones that any crew members appeared on it, actually.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because after it was after the Sun Princess, they built sets in the studios where they.
I have a feeling I've seen it and I think I recognised him.
I have seen it, but I can't remember when. But I just wondered if anybody knew. It doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure I recognised him.
PP, wasn't
it? Okay. Well, well. Hopefully, if you can track it down, Colonel would be more than happy to
I'll slot
edit it in. So so anyway, for Bush, a very warm welcome on your first bar stool experience. Yeah, lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you, Alan.
Lovely. And lovely to see the boss as well. We do think of you a lot, Phil, and it's great to have you on this week as part of our celebrity guest this week. All right, just remember that. All right.
Yeah.
And it's all right. Stephen Down Under, thanks for getting up and doing the early morning appearance for the Down Under Brigade. Again, that's twice in one day. You should try it sometime, Johnny. And then what we'll do, only joking. Anyway.
That's the only reason I got up, so you cop to load of this, John.
Oh dear. Hey, but anyway, look, we'll start waving, and then Colonel will put in that lovely music again before we see this week's story of Oscar's tales from Ollie's Pocket. Ollie's Pocket.
David, are we having a post? Are we having a post message for this menu?
No, there won't be. It'll be a buffet one, Gizzy. Is that right?
A buffet one. What, for the second night?
No, the first night.
The first night.
No, the second night. You wanted.
Oh yeah,
you wanted to know what people were having.
Yes. All right. Well, if you want to hang on to the end, if you know what you want.
Yeah, I've got it all here.
All right. Okay. Do that. Oh, Ollie, that's the point. Yes. You haven't done yours either.
What do you want to do? Send it to you?
If you got it, you can send it on email if you want to. If you're having here we are talking flipping shop now. If you're having the ribeye steak, which is an upgrade on the millet steak, just say whether you want medium well, medium rare, whatever. Okay. If you're having that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Lovely. All right.
Right. Just a matter of interest. I noticed you said there minute steak. Is it minute steak or is it minute?
we think it's probably minute, so most of us are going for the ribeye.
You need to ask Charlie.
He's a butcher.
Yeah,
I'm going for the ribeye.
Yes, I know you are. I've got it. Already on that spreadsheet, Charlie.
Lovely.
Yeah. Okay, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Good to see you.
Bye. Cheerio.
Take care, boys. See you all.
Oscar from all his pockets with Oscar Tales. Oscar Tales. Senior frogs, Mazatlan. Everyone was chatting about senior frogs in Mazatlan on the crew bar of the 3rd of July. I am sure we all remember the fun we had at that outrageous restaurant and bar. They even had a slogan that said, "Just another restaurant, grill and bar." As we know, this was far from the truth. Ray Sacri said he thought there was another one of the same name in Puerto Vallarta. He is actually wrong. It had another name. Can anyone remember what it was? Carlos Anderson and his friend, Jewish Jerez, started the chain of restaurants when he opened the first one in Olas Altas district of Mazatlan in 1962 with El Shrimp Bucket, located in the famous hotel La Siesta in 1963. He formed the Grupo Anderson Company. Their next venture was Senior Frogs, which was about a mile down the main beach road from the fisherman's statue. It remained in the same spot for a number of years, but its popularity outgrew its capacity, and it was relocated 2 blocks north into a new expanded Senior Frogs. It is still at that location today. When we were all on the Sun Princess in the 1970s and 1980s, there were many more restaurants. All of the restaurants were decorated with many old photographs. They were mostly of the Mexican Revolution era. This decade-long revolution was from 1910 to 1920. The photographs were all in black and white, and many had Mexican revolutionary heroes and generals and their heavily armed troops and supporters. I have visited many of the restaurants of the chain. For instance, you must remember Carlos and Charlie's on the seafront in Acapulco. This was named after Carlos Anderson, who incidentally died in a plane crash in 1990, and Charles Skipsey, who was his business partner. At a much later date, they opened a Senior Frogs much further out from downtown, towards the Princess Hotel. Anderson's on Reforma Avenida near Zona Rosa, not far from the angel statue in Mexico City, was the only one of the chain that was slightly formal. I remember that whenever I went there with Terry Burgess and Gumaro Hiron, both ex-Pacific Princess, we always wore a jacket and tie, and the ladies in the restaurant always wore nice dresses. It was up a narrow staircase that was rather steep and seemed to consist of a number of rooms strung together. I returned to it a couple of years ago, but it had moved location by 2 blocks and was now a ground floor restaurant. I did not think it was a patch in ambience and food to the old location. I also visited Harry's Bar and Grill in Cuernavaca, which is about an hour's drive from Mexico City on the road towards Acapulco. This was much more than a bar, and I had good food there as well. I only went there once, as there are so many other good restaurants in Cuernavaca to visit. One is spoiled for choice. I don't know if you ever went there or remember it, but Grupo Anderson's also built in Mazatlan, on the seafront, a hotel. It was called the Oceana Palace. In it was a restaurant designed to look like a train. It was called Chewy's Choo Choo, and the hotel was also had a disco. Now, this was modelled on a copy of an opera house in Spain. It had booths for guests in the boxes, and you danced on the stage. And the tables and chairs were in the auditorium. This delightful place was called the Roxy Disco. Carlos and I went there several times with the girls from the travel agency where Carlos worked. Not far from the Shrimp Bucket in Olas Altas was another disco that only opened from 10 p.m. in the evening. It was called Life en Español. No one in Mazatlan ever called it that. We all just used to say, let's go to Life. It is said it did not close until sunup, but I never stayed there that long. Well, as far as I can remember, I didn't. In 1983, the Anderson Company reformed with several divisions. In the Senior Frogs group, there are now 21. There are new ones in Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Cozumel, and even in Caribbean, South America, and the USA. I remember one in Los Angeles. I also heard that one opened in New York in 2015. There was one in London, but I heard it did not last long. Overall, in the whole group, with their Carlos and Charlie's division as well, there are now about 50 restaurants in the Andersons group. When Carlos Barboza, who shared the rent of our Mazatlan apartment, and myself used to go to the Senior Frogs in the 1970s and 1980s, which was being run by a group of friends who were the senior staff, Carlos was good friends with them. There was Javier, Nacho, Marco, Aurelio. They always called Carlos by his nickname. Well, Carlos translates from Spanish to English as Charles, and they used to call him Charlie. Now, did any of you remember the name of the restaurant in Puerto Vallarta? It wasn't a Frog, or even a Carlos and Charlie, nor even an Anderson's. No, it was in fact called Carlos O'Brien's. Well, that's all, folks, for this week. From Oscar. Oh, and always remember,